Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Vaping Jet 310 here. Tonight, it's about 9 o'clock, March 15th. It's Wednesday. Sorry, it's a little hazy in here. I tried to record a video, but I did not like the way it was going already, so kind of scrapped that one. Started a new one. Sorry I didn't upload yesterday, by the way. Things kind of got a little busy, so I didn't have time to upload. Got to Skype a friend of mine for a while that I haven't talked to him, or that I barely ever get to talk to anymore because he lives in Chicago now. But found out he's going to be coming up, so you guys are probably going to see him here on the channel. It's Andrew, so shout out to him. But yeah, he's going to be coming up pretty soon, so we're probably going to do a Vaping with Friends segment here on the channel pretty soon. Got this new juice today. It's a blueberry custard, but it's kind of got a light flavor to it. It's a house blend juice. They made it right when I walked in, and I don't know why my cotton is tasting burnt, but this is a nickel coil mill. There we go. Sorry, I had it way too high. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing the advocacy that I promised you guys yesterday, but since I didn't have a chance to do it yesterday, I'm going to do it today. The bill that we're doing it on is SBX2-5. It's a bill in California, and there's a long... Hold on. Let me turn my brightness down. There is a long summary of it. So, anyway, I'll turn my brightness back up and I'm going to get to reading it. Yeah, I'm going to read pretty much the whole thing. So I apologize if it gets boring. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. I have another one up tomorrow. I'm probably going to do a review on the Snow Wolf 200 watt. Get some of that done. I know it's kind of behind, but I apologize. Haven't been on YouTube in quite a while. I'm just starting my channel back up. But anyway, so the summary of SBX2-5. Existing law. The Stop Tobacco Access to Kids Enforcement Act prohibits a person from selling or otherwise furnishing tobacco products to a person under 18 years of age. Existing law permits enforcing agencies to assess various civil penalties for violations of the STATE Act. Existing law makes it a crime to furnish tobacco products to a person under 18 years of age. Existing law also prohibits a person from selling or otherwise furnishing an electronic cigarette to a person under 18 years of age and makes a violation punishable as an infraction. The bill would define the term smoking for purpose of the STATE Act. The bill would also change the STATE Act's definition of tobacco products to include electronic devices such as electronic cigarettes that deliver nicotine or other vaporized liquids, and make furnishing the tobacco product to a minor a misdemeanor. Existing law, the cigarette and tobacco products tax law imposes a tax on the distribution of cigarettes and tobacco products at specified rates and defines tobacco products for the purposes. Existing law, the Cigarette and Tobacco Products Licensing Act of 2003 requires a state board of equalization to administer a statewide program to license manufacturers, importers, distributors, wholesalers, and retailers of cigarettes and tobacco products as defined under existing law. A violation of this act is a misdemeanor. Existing law requires a retailer to have in place and maintain a license to engage in the sale of cigarettes or tobacco products as defined, and prescribes procedures for the issuance of and grounds for revocation or suspension of the license. Existing law requires a retailer who seeks to obtain a license to engage in the sale of cigarettes and tobacco products to pay a one-time license fee of $100. As specified, existing law authorizes that. I'm sorry, I can't talk. The State Board of Equalization, or a law enforcement agency that discovers that a retailer or other person possesses, stores, owns, or has made a retail sale of tobacco products on which a tax is due but has not been paid, to seize those products and deems those products fortified as specified. This bill would include in the definition of tobacco products for the purposes of those provisions relating to licenses for retailers, the State Act's new definition of tobacco products. The bill would impose a specified fee on retailers to be submitted with each license or renewal application for the sale or distribution of tobacco products that are not subject to a tax imposed by the Cigarette and Tobacco Products Tax Law, unless the retailer is already in possession of a valid license to sell cigarette and tobacco products that are subject to that tax. The bill would include the State Act's new definition of tobacco products and the provision authorizing seizure of tobacco products described above. The bill would make these provisions operative on January 1st, 2017. Existing law makes it a crime for a person or entity to engage in the business of selling cigarettes or tobacco products without a valid license or after a license has been suspended or revoked as specified. Existing law also makes it a crime for a person to continue selling or gifting cigarettes or tobacco products without a valid license or after a notification of suspension or revocation as specified. This bill would include in the definition of tobacco products for the purpose of those provisions the State Act's new definition of tobacco products. The bill would require all cartridges for electronic cigarettes and solutions for filling or refilling an electronic cigarette to be in child-resistant packaging as prescribed. The bill would make these provisions operative on October 1st, 2016. Existing law prohibits the smoking of cigarettes and other tobacco products in a variety of specified areas under existing law. A violation of some of these prohibitions is punishable as an infraction. This bill would change the location restrictions for smoking cigarettes and other tobacco products to reflect the State Act's definitions of smoking and tobacco products. The bill would make the use of electronic cigarettes in some of these restricted locations violation punishable as an infraction. Existing law prohibits the smoking of medical marijuana in any place where smoking is prohibited by law. I don't know what that has to do. Maybe that's in this bill too. I don't know. This bill would declare that its provisions do not affect any law or regulation regarding medical marijuana. This bill would incorporate additional changes to Section 6404.5 of the Labor Code proposed by certain bills in the second extraordinary session of the 2015 through 2016 legislative session that would become operative if this bill and those bills are enacted as specified in this bill is enacted last. This bill would incorporate additional changes to Section 22958 of the Business and Professions Code and Section 308 of the Penal Code proposed by SB7 and AB8 in the second extraordinary session of the 2015 through 2016 legislative session. Those other bills would prohibit selling, advertising, or furnishing tobacco products to or the purchase of tobacco products by persons under 21 years of age. If this bill and those bills are enacted as specified and this bill is enacted last, then this bill would prohibit selling, advertising, or furnishing an electronic device that delivers nicotine or other vaporized liquids as specified to persons under 21 years of age. By expanding the scope of a crime, the bill would impose a state-mandated local program. The California Constitution requires the state to reimburse local agencies and school districts for certain costs mandated by the state. Statutory provisions establish procedures for making that reimbursement. This bill would provide that no reimbursement is required by this act for a specified reason. Okay, so now we're going to talk about it a little bit. And what it's basically saying is that there would be vape shops, but they can't advertise their products. So if you're a new vapor and you walk into a vape shop, or if you want to quit smoking and your friend recommends you, a friend who vapes recommends you to a vape shop, for example, and you go in there like, yeah man, I want to quit smoking cigarettes and I'm trying to look for something that is really good to start or to stop smoking so I can start vaping. Do you have anything you could show me that you recommend? Nope. Is there any way I can see the products that you sell here? Nope. Is there any way I can see anything that you're selling? Liquids, tanks, from what I understand, batteries? Nope. Basically, what I just summed up there, I was trying to play in case you haven't caught on already, I was trying to play a customer and a shop or a seller of not tobacco products. Oh my god, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. But or somebody who is selling electronic cigarettes or vaporizers. And basically, you can't show anybody anything that you have in your shop. You can't advertise it. You can't have posters up for vapes. You can't have your liquids on display. Well, you might be able to have your liquids on display. I don't know yet. But you can't show anybody your products. If somebody walks in asking, "Hey, can I see what you guys have?" Or "Do you guys have this? Or do you guys have this mod? And can I see it?" Sorry, can't show you. That's going to be under law, is that they cannot show you their products. They can't have it in display cases. They can't show you. If you ask them for it, they can't do anything. I mean, you're not allowed to see it. If you want to see it, you're going to have to ask them what's a good mod. They're going to have to tell you the name, and then you're going to have to Google it right there in the store. And to me, yeah, it's not a big, huge takeaway, but I'd rather know what I'm buying right out the store. Like, hey, man, what do you guys have that's good for for quitting smoking? Can I see what you guys got? I'd rather have somebody be like, yeah, man, this is what we got, and then bring out a whole, excuse me, my bad, bring out like a couple pens, like the Egos, or some of the new stuff that they've got, or something like that, and just put it on the counter and show me it and show me what it does, kind of talk to me a little bit about it, and kind of just vape around, stuff like that. I'd rather be able to do that. Another part of that law would be that all vaporizers are going to be categorized as tobacco products, because it is delivering a constant, or delivering nicotine into a person's system, whether you have nicotine in your juice or not. So, I kind of forgot where I was going with that. I apologize. Again, it's been a really long day. I've kind of been really busy today. But, no, basically, they can't, it's going to be classified, all vaporizers are classified as tobacco products if that law passes. And there's also another thing under that law, is there would be no vaping in vape shops because of that. So that's the thing that I don't understand. Like, if you're trying to sell a vaporizer to somebody, or an atomizer more of, and you want to show them how the clouds that it puts out. Like me, I used to be a cloud chaser personally. I'm a flavor chaser now. But if I was going in there and being like, hey man, I need an atomizer or a sub tank that's gonna blow some big clouds, it's gonna chuck clouds, what do you got? I want to see it right here in person. I want to demo that. I want somebody to be like, yeah man, I got you. And pick out this vape or this sub tank and throw it on his mod, and then fill it up with juice, and then, or have some juice in it, and then just take a drag on it, and then just blow his clouds right in front of my face. I'd like to be able to walk into a vape shop and I'd like to be able to walk into a vape shop and just be like, sit there and have a conversation with the dude, like, yeah man, I was checking out this new mod the other day, and I saw that it could do all this stuff, and then have him start talking while I'm vaping and stuff like that. It's a vape shop, for God's sakes. There's no secondhand smoke. Everybody apparently thinks that you walk into a vape shop, and with all the vapor that's going around, that you're going to catch secondhand smoke, or everybody's going to die of cancer because of it. You're not going to die of cancer anyway. And I'm not saying that vaping is 100 proof, and I'm not saying it's super 100% safe to vape, because nothing is 100% safe. Water is not 100% safe. Okay? Let's get that through everybody's head. Wi-Fi is not 100% safe, because it's sending out little rays, or not really rays, but you know what I mean. If you guys are technical people, it's sending out wavelengths, and that's not safe either. I mean, sitting out in the sun isn't even safe. Come on. You get UV rays, and the sun's gonna give somebody skin cancer if they sit out there too long. I mean, nothing is 100% safe. anymore. Nothing ever was 100% safe. But compared to smoking, vaping, like using one of these is 90% safer than smoking a cigarette, because you're not inhaling all of those harsh chemicals, or all of those like 3,000 above chemicals that are in cigarettes. Another thing under this law would be that all accessories, tanks, liquids, everything are going to have to come in packages that are 100% child-proof and leak-proof. But the thing that I don't understand about leak-proof is, I was talking with a friend, and me and him were sitting there talking about it, and we were just like, what are they going to do? Walk up to you? What's a cop going to do? Walk up to you in the middle of the street, and like 10 feet away from his car, just look at you and be like, he's vaping. Does that tank look like it's leaking? And then pull you over, and then stop you and be like, sir, looks like your tank might be leaking, I'm gonna have to check it out. And then take your tank off, do his little measurement thing, and like kind of like take your mod out of your hand. And what's he gonna do? Just, well, it looks sealed, there's no liquid, it seems like it would leak, but it's not leaking, maybe it doesn't leak. Sorry sir, I'm gonna have to give this back to you. Or, sorry sir, you can have this back, it just looked like from 10 feet away when I was sitting in my car driving by that your tank was leaking. What kind of sense does that make? Seriously. Like, well, what's he gonna do when you're filling up your vape bottle in the middle of the street, or you're filling up your tank, I mean, and you pull out your bottle, or you're dripping your atomizer or something? Oh, that would probably be another thing, is there would be no more RDAs, because they're not child-proof and they're not leak-proof. But, so there would be no more RDAs. But what's he gonna do? Look at your bottle from 10 feet away and just be like, does that bottle look child-proof to you? Does it look like a child could open that bottle very easily? Let's stop him. Let's pull him over and check it out. And then pull you over and check your bottle out and open it up and see if it's child-proof. Like, come on. Really? That's what you guys are gonna do? That's what this is all coming down to? For something that people are trying to do? All it is for big tobacco, so that, because they've always been able to do exactly whatever the hell they want to do, they've always been able to do it. And they're trying to stop everybody from vaping, so that, or at least vaping something that's not an electronic cigarette, and stop them so that they still get money. Because RJ Reynolds, the same people who make Camels, also put out the Views, and Big Tobacco also, they produced the Blue e-cig, and a whole bunch of companies produce the electronic cigarettes, and they can make money off those too, but they're also making money off their cigarettes. They just don't want anybody else to be taking the money, because they've lost so much money because of people who quit smoking thanks to vaping. And personally, that's a blessing to this world. I mean, to me personally, that's just a blessing to this country. But I mean, it makes no sense how they're going to enforce all this. I mean, what's a cop going to do? Is there going to be a cop stationed at every vape shop in case somebody goes in and goes, hey man, I was kind of looking at one of these mods online, and do you have one? Because I kind of want to see it. And the guy over the counter have to be like, throw your tank on it so they think it's yours. Like, you know? It just makes no sense. They're going to have a cop posted at the door for them to see them advertising it. Like, I mean, I can understand the vaping in shops thing. I mean, I would rather be able to vape in a vape shop. That's not what I'm saying, but I mean, I can understand enforcing that. Because if a cop walks by and they see that it's a little hazy in there, they're going to walk in. If they walk in and they see it's just all fogged out in the vape shop, then people are going to be probably put under arrest or getting a ticket for it. So I can kind of understand how they're going to enforce that one a little bit, even though it's stupid, and you're going to vape in a vape shop anyway. And that's just how it is. But I don't know. SBX2-5 is just, it's a stupid law. This is happening in California, by the way. So I don't know if they're going to veto the bill, because there is a very big possibility. But this one they kind of snuck. I'm pretty sure it's this one, but I'm pretty sure this is the one that they snuck under everybody's noses, so that nobody knew what was going on. They hid it from the public, they hid it from everybody, because everybody in California was all over that. They were all over the other laws and all over the other bills. And they got them shut down right away. They got them shut down pretty quick. So, I mean, this one they kind of were like, man, what are we going to do? The public's going to stop us from it again. Why don't we just slide it underneath their noses so they don't know? And that's exactly what they did. They might veto the bill. I'm not sure though, but I mean they might. That's not out of the realm of any possibilities here. It's a very real possibility that they could veto it, and you could be safe, and you could vape in vape shops or advertise your product and be like, yeah, here man, check this out. Like, it could happen. But there's also a big possibility that this bill is gonna pass, and that's exactly what might happen. And you guys need to fight, and you guys need to, but don't be stupid about fighting. I hate the people that are out there like, man, we need to go right up to the government, we need to protest, and we need to this and that. You can do it calmly. I mean, you can go to CASA, and they're going to tell you, I'll leave a link in the description for the CASA website, so you can do a call to action, CASA call to action over there for the SBX, and you can check it out and you can figure out what you need to do. So I'll leave a link in the description for that. But other than that, you can do it calmly. You don't have to be very aggressive about it. I mean, the more that we show aggression towards it, the more that they're going to end it. But the more that you're just kind of passive about it and just laid back and just like, you know what, I can call them, I can send them a few texts like, hey, I highly recommend that this bill does not pass, and these are my reasons, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or call in and be like, yes, can I speak to blah, blah, blah about SBX2-5? What is your stance on this bill? I highly disagree with this bill. I do not think this bill would pass, and these are my reasons why, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? That's how you should do it. That's how it should be done, and that's how we should be handling things, a little more calmly, instead of trying to protest or this or that, or trying to do all this other stuff so that anything happens, or so that they have the right to do something to us. And to me personally, I just don't want to see a big protest happen where that they have to call in SWAT and gas everybody out and then start arresting people over vaping, because this is all stupid. It's all stupid. All the laws they're trying to pass is just stupid. I mean, I can understand like vaping in a restaurant. Yeah, I mean, if somebody next to you isn't a smoker and they're not a vapor, and there are some people out there that are just so obnoxious and they're just blowing clouds everywhere. Like, if I were to go in a restaurant that I could vape in, I'd rather take a little pen, you know, just a little pen vape where I can just blow just a little tiny cloud out, like a 2-ohm pen or a 2.1 resistance or something like that. You know, just something a little less suspicious. I'm not gonna bring in this big old box mod. I mean, I do it. I don't vape in restaurants or anything, but I'll bring in my box and I'll just set it down on the table, and people ask me about it, and they're interested in it. They're like, hey man, what's that? And then I'll be like, if I would show you what it can do, but we're inside, so I can't really show you what it can do. And they're like, oh no man, that's really cool though. I'll probably and then I'll tell them that they can go on YouTube, check out what it does or something, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll definitely check that out. So I've had that happen before, but I mean, I don't like those people that just blow clouds. So I can understand doing it in restaurants and in places where people don't vape or smoke, because it's kind of obnoxious just having a whole, like a restaurant out vaped. It just vaped out, completely foggy, and everybody in there is just like, man, what is this? Why is this like this? Like, dude, this isn't okay. Like, no, that's not okay. You're out to eat, or you're at a bank trying to deposit a check here. I'm a vapor personally, but if I'm out to eat, I would rather walk in a restaurant that I can clearly see everything, rather than being like, hey man, like, where's my table? Or sitting down at the table, food 2 feet in front of my face. Hey man, where's my food? Like, oh, there it is. I can see. maybe a quarter of the steak, or is that the whole steak? Start poking around trying to find it, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's all I'm really gonna do with this. That's the bill SBX2-5. That bill is over in California, so like I said before, I'll leave a link in the description below for the CASA website, and you guys can do the call. And there's a call to action for it, I believe, on there right now, and you guys can check it out, figure out what you guys need to do, and let them know why you're disagreeing with it and stuff like that. Anyway, remember, guys, it's a rough world out there. Stay strong, stay positive, keep those uppity vibes. Look forward to your next vape gear, even if you're not getting it today, tomorrow, next week. Just look forward to it. Just be happy. Hey, man, deliver it. Just always be happy, even if it's for something really small, like the fact that you got a roof over your head, or food in your belly, or yeah, I said belly. That's right. Hate on me. Do it. Or friggin' heat in your house. Something, or even silverware. Just be grateful. Be happy for it. Keep positive. Just remember, guys, like I said, it's a hard world, but stay strong and vape on, guys. Alright, I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.